So we're doing smoked chicken today, and I just finished brining the chicken. I like to brine the chicken because it gives it more flavor, and it also gives it more tenderness after it's been smoked. It doesn't dry out. So I have these 3 organic chickens that I got from Whole Foods. Of course, you don't have to use organic, but we do. So I'm seasoning them up now. I'm just going to season the skin. You don't really need to season them all that much because the brine will hold the...
What is brining?
The brining, I'll talk about that another time. The brining will hold the... I don't feel like talking about brining right now. But the brining will hold the seasoning in there.
Look at your audience.
Okay, my audience. So I'm just going to use a little bit of smoked paprika on the outside of the skin. I just want to season up the skin a little bit because, of course, everybody, you want every part of the chicken to be seasoned. So this is smoked paprika. That's I love using it. It'll also help to darken up the skin, give it a nice color. I'm going to use a little bit of onion powder as well. If you didn't see me when you first came, sorry, that's coming a little fast. If you didn't see me when we first came on, when Aaron first started the camera, I did put a few garlic cloves on the inside of the chicken. Like I said again, just every bit of seasoning helps. So you can get some flavor in there any kind of way you can. That would be great. I also like a little citrus feel, excuse me, for the chicken. So I'm slicing up some limes that I'm going to put in there. A little bit of these tangerines that I'm going to put inside the cavity of each one of these chickens. So I'm just slicing them up. And they're, chickens are pretty small, so you don't need big pieces. But I do have 3 chickens, so I want to make sure that I have enough for each one. I don't know if I'm going to need that lime so much because I can cut these into quarters. And yeah, I need this because these are small, so I'll take that. Yep, thank you very much, sir. So, excuse me, I don't want to cut you, camera lady. So now I'm just going to put some of this citrus inside the cavity. Again, normally if I hadn't brined, I would be seasoning inside the cavity as well. But because of the brine, I'm just not going to season inside. I'm just going to put my citrus.
And the brining, you just put them in water and with seasoning.
The brine is basically a salt mixture with a little bit of sugar. So it's not equal parts sugar and salt. I can put a brine recipe up. It's not a big deal. But it's mostly the salt that's actually causing the meat to tenderize. So you put salt and some type of sweetener. I used honey. I used a bunch of herbs. I used rosemary and thyme, and I used parsley. I used garlic, and I just boiled that until the salt actually dissolved, and then I let it cool, and I covered the chicken with it, and put it in the refrigerator overnight. It said in the recipe 8 to 24 hours. I like to always do my brines 24 hours, and then you take them out and you make sure that you rinse it really well. So that's what I did. So now all of my little citrus has been put. Oh, did I get any of my? No, this goes in here. So I'm going to season the other side, and then we're going to put them on a smoker. Just one moment. Yep, right onto the racks of the smoker. But, not everybody has a smoker, of course. But if you don't have a smoker, you can do this on the grill as well. Works just as well.
Even a whole chicken?
Yeah, even a whole chicken. Yep.
Wow.
Eric Lasher might be able to speak to them.
You can do it in the oven too, right?
You can do it roasted chicken in the oven is awesome. Yeah. If I had some more herbs, I used them all in the brine, but I would also put like some fresh rosemary and thyme in the cavity as well as those herbs. Like I said, any kind of way you can elevate the flavor, that would be great. And fresh herbs and citrus is a great way to do that. So that's what I would do. Can you check the refrigerator, babe, to make sure I don't have any fresh herbs in there? Because now that I'm talking about it, it sounds actually pretty good. And that's it. We're going to take this to this Oh, okay. I was actually talking to the camera.
Oops, okay.
Okay, so that's it. We're going to take these over to the smoker, put them on the smoker. We'll smoke them till they get about 160 degrees, 155 to 160. Let them rest, and they'll go up to about 165, 170. And they're nice and tender, juicy, and
That's some
delicious.
rosemary.
Oh, I do have rosemary. It's exciting.
What about chives? No.
No chives.
Or deal?
No deal.
Okay.
Deal is more for seafood. Goes best with seafood. Not that, some people don't use it, but I wouldn't use it. So this is going inside there as well. We're gonna have some good smoked chicken, y'all. I wish you all could come over. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi. So Erin, the camera lady, thought that it would be good if I told you about the smoker a little bit. Wow. We have an electric smoker, and it's really small. It fits out on our balcony, and there are two compartments on the inside that sit on the bottom. There is a contraption where they actually sit into the bottom of the smoker. These are the two little containers. One is generally for water, just to keep the inside of the smoker moist and keep all of the meat and everything moist as well. I like to use juices in there. So I did I looked and see what kind of juices I had. I had some mango nectar that we use to make our smoothies. So I put some of that in the bottom of it and mixed it with a little bit of water so that it wouldn't get too caramelized in there because of the sugar in there. So that's in this one. And then in here is pellets and wood chips. This is basically, let's just better show them here. So I mixed, what is this? Apple wood chips and hickory smoked pellets into the container. You're supposed to smoke the wood chips for a little bit. So I like to mix them. I don't know why I do what I do sometimes, people, but I mix them. I like to mix flavors a lot. So apple and hickory smoke sound really good to me at the time, so I bought them, and that's what I've been using, and it does make for a good smoke. So that's that. Is that good, camera lady? Okay, bye.